Hello you turtle boys, cut and shred and no slack. Jim Sterling here and this is The Witness. It's a puzzle game made by developers. Now, the temptation is of course to say that Jonathan Blow made it, but as he pointed out quite rightly on Twitter, people calling it Jonathan Blow's game undermines the fact that lots of people worked on it. So we're not going to call it Jonathan Blow's game, we're going to call it a game made by some developers. So, there we go. Now, I have played this game on the PlayStation 4. We're on the PC version right now, just because it's easy for me to get the recording done. So, pretty much all the puzzles we're going to see today, I've already done. That doesn't mean I won't get stuck on them, because I've got a mind like a fucking sieve, and I am a very stupid individual. But we should be able to blaze through some of them. Anyway, this is basically your first real puzzle of the game, and it sets you up for basically what to expect as things go on. So you've got to guide this little ball basically from the circle to the blinking endpoint to power things, and that's more or less how the game runs. Now, you can't travel through your own trail, so we couldn't do this, for instance, go round like that. It's always got to be a continuous line that doesn't pass over itself. So, there. Ain't that good? And then you follow the glowing yellow thing to where it leads for the next bit. And that's really the basic structure of the game. It obviously expands from this as time goes on. It does all sorts of weird things. But it's always it's always built from this simple foundation. It's a game of mazes. It's a game about mazes, made by mazes, for mazes. So you think about that. So we're going to go tiddly 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 too. There we are. Surprised I remembered that one. Alright. So we follow that. Where does that one fucking go again? Is it this one? It's not this one, is it? Nah. Okay. Let's actually follow the yellow line, like I said I should. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shit, where does it go? I can't bollocking remember. Oh, no, that's right. No, that's done. That's fine. Now we've got to follow the other black cables to make them yellow with powers. So, we can do this one, for instance. Oh, this is the one that I can never fucking remember. I want to say it's this. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Hooray! Done. And then the other one is where I was. And then I ran away from it. Right. Here we go. This one's a little trickier. Because you see, the topmost, I always make this mistake. I've actually done this one 3 times, because I tried filming this earlier today, and it was running like shit, and I realised I had some out-of-date drivers, so I had to go and sort that out, so I could get this running good. And every time I do it, I keep pointing it up at this one, and that powers that cable, which doesn't help us. So that's another thing to be mindful of. We want to take it to the bottom cable, you see, if I can remember where it goes. Just take a step back. Oh, I always fucking forget this one. There we go. Okay. So we don't do that. We resist our temptation. And go bloop. There we go. That should be everything. If I remembered correctly. And woo woo woo. There we go. I don't know why I went woo 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 there. This is a fairly simple one, I think. I don't think it matters where we go. You just do that. And that's all open. And then we're in the wider world of The Witness. So that's basically an example of how the game operates. It opens up from here, but it's a fairly open world, split up into little areas of puzzles. This, I already know how to solve that one, but I'm going to try and go through the game as normal so that y'all can see it. So these like lines of puzzles here are basically little tutorials. Now the game doesn't, outside of giving you a little bit of a control clue at the beginning, the game doesn't tell you anything straightforward. You learn as you play. It's a learn by example game. So we get the idea that these two things have something in common. Now, if I were to do this, it would tell us it's wrong, and it would flash to give you an indicator that you did something wrong. So you do that, and it's correct. So you think, we got a line between these two shapes here. Sorry, there's a little cut there, because when I was trying to describe what you do here, it sounded racist. So I'm going to try and explain this again. You've got the white square, and you've got to separate it. You've got to have a line like that going between the white squares and the black squares. Now, the developers trying to say something about... Now, it can take a while with some of these things to actually work out what the game wants from you, because, like I said, the game never just straightforward tells you. It just assumes you're smart enough to pick things up, which, when I'm involved, assumes a fucking lot. But, you know, you eventually work this stuff out. It's kind of it's a clever way of doing things. You know, it really does want to treat you like a smart person and say, you know, you can work this out for yourself. You don't need your hand held. And, you know, I know some people have a problem with hand holding and stuff. They consider it a blight on games, a casualization of games. Oh fuck. Again, I did all this last night. Can't for the life of me remember what I did on this one. Because you gotta keep them separated. I think that's it. I think. Yeah, that's right. There we go. And let me think. No, that's not right, is it? That's just stupid. Fuck. Give me a second. Give me a second, alright? Fuck. See, we can't go like that because eventually we have to cross down and we can't go through ourselves. Come here, you stupid fucking thing. A lot of it is just like, even though I've done it, you've still got to feel it out to get it right sometimes. That ain't gonna work. Maybe that... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Sometimes you've really just got to feel things through to get it. Now, these puzzles, I hate... Which one is it? The second to last one is the one I hate. That one took me quite a while to work out. But this... And again, like, you can trial and error it. Like, you do that, and then it blinks, and you think, what's the logical step there? It's, oh, I've got to pass it through those things. Bloop! Puzzle done. Clever, clever. What is it? That? No. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh no, I think this is the one that... No, is this the one that bastarded me up yesterday? There's a way of doing it. Well, obviously there's a way of doing it, because it wouldn't be in the game if there wasn't. There we go. Sometimes, I mean, because the game has, like, quite a few different puzzle areas strewn about, one of the good things about the game, this is the one that tripped me up, is that even if you get stuck, you can, like, leave and come back later and try again. No, that's not right. It's like this one I had trouble with for a while, and then I took a break and did some other puzzles and came back, and then the solution just hit me in the face. Which it's not doing now. I've forgotten it. Completely forgotten it. That's not right. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Hold on. Hold on. I said hold on. No, I don't need help. Oh, yeah, that's right. There we go. Sometimes it's just a case of just, like, stopping for a moment and looking, and then just being all, ah, yeah, there, and it just clicks, you know? Fuck. This one, I remembered last night I had less trouble with this one than the previous one. But, again, buggered if... Oh, no, there it is. There we go. I think that was pure instinct. So that's given us a tutorial in collecting little dots and separating the different squares. Right, yeah. I know I said that, okay. Which allows us to deal with this. Which is a whole thing. Now we can get it to any one of these endpoints, but we've got to do it in a way that, and again, this goes back to how the game teaches you while you play. We've got to take everything we've learned, the collecting and the separation and all of that stuff. Fuck bollocks on it. I think I fucked this completely, but we'll try. Actually, that might be it. No, fuck. What have I fucked up? What did I get wrong? Oh yeah, there's no fucking split there. Shit. Let me try that again. Hold on. Okay, this should be correct. Yay! There we go. Let's have. I'll be doing a bit of editing on the video just because some of it is a bit ponderous to watch. That's why I don't often do puzzle games and things on this channel. Some people, you know, they can easily click with stuff. Me, I do a lot of ponderous feeling things out, which just isn't entertaining because I go really quiet and I'm just like that. I don't know what that noise was supposed to represent, but anyway, we've unlocked this thing here, which is a thing. That's a thing we've done. So that's good. That'll obviously be a clue to something. I never worked that out. I think I may have gotten ahead of myself last night because I ended up wandering into areas where like I hadn't found any tutorial-y segments. So there's parts of puzzles that I don't quite understand yet. So I think I kind of got ahead of myself. Overworld's pretty though. It's low on texture, high on colour and saturation and all this stuff, which I like. I don't need a lot of detailed textures in my games. They can be nice, they can be good, but I like colour. I'm a big fan of colour. Oh no, it's running a bit slow there. That'll be my computer. I've got to do some optimizations on this fucking thing. It's been a while. But here we go. This is an interesting thing. The moment I saw this, I was like, oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. But now you see a new twist added to the whole puzzle idea. Mirrors and things. So that's good. So this is kind of like a mirror image stuff. Doop doop, doop doop doop, like that. Now you see here, this is where they start throwing in the twists because there's dead ends that stop you from progressing on one side. So you control the one on the left, but the one on the right mirrors you, but if the one on the right can't go anywhere, you stop completely. So you do that. And again, I think it is quite good how they introduce these concepts to you in a very sort of easy to digest way. You know, you look at this, you think, oh, I can't go this way, so it has to go down first, and then they meet in the middle, and then it goes up. Now this can throw you off, like, this throws me off just from a sheer control standpoint, because I spend a lot of time looking on the right hand side of things, and then going the wrong way because I'm too busy concentrating on the right hand side, which I'm not controlling, so I end up moving the opposite direction. But there you go, you feel it out and then you you get it done. So far I've been thinking it's a nice little game. I'm not sort of like as in love with it as a lot of the earlier reviewers have been, but I don't dislike it. Certainly don't dislike it. It's very pretty. The puzzles can get quite clever. It is, for the most part, you know, a series of mazes that do get sort of smarter as you go along. As I found out last night, it's not all... I mean, it is all mazes on panels like this, but later on it does expand to include your sort of first-person explory things as well. We may not get to that point in this video because I want to just show... I mostly just want to show, you know, a basic overview. And I'm sure if anyone's interested in playing the game for themselves, they won't want all of the puzzles spoiled for them because, you know, the point of a puzzle game is to work it out for yourself. Bollocks. Shit. What am I doing here? No, it has to be up this way. Again, did all of this shit last night. Oh, that's it. Yeah, they've got a... There we go. There we go. Right. So, this is a little trickier, but doable. It's all doable. There we go. Aha! It's all about feeling it out, which I think I've said several times now, which is just starting to make me sound a bit pervy. This one's interesting. Because you see the panels just kind of distorted here. But quite a simple set of puzzles there. What I decided to do was run away from all the more straightforward stuff and take us to this area just to show you something a little more involved. This is a series of... This bit gets progressively mazier for the player, not just the panels, if that makes sense, for whoever this character that you're playing is. Because here, the way to interact is to physically draw out the maze. So we step on this, and that is our starting position, you see? So we go like this. We are actually drawing out the maze as we walk. Now, as I say this, I have forgotten what the thing was, where the other dot was. So we go along, across. I think that's right. Okay, hang on. Again, did this shit last night. It's just a case of remembering what the right way is. Yeah, we've done it. Good, good, good. I was worried then. I thought I fucked up. Also, there are little bits of story. I don't know how to describe it, but quotes. So we get some talking while I do this.
I boasted among men that I had known you. They see your pictures in all works of mine. They come and ask me, who is he? I know not how to answer them. I say, indeed, I cannot tell. They blame me, and they go away in scorn. And you sit there, smiling. I put my tales of you into lasting songs. The secret gushes out from my heart. They come and ask me, tell me all your meanings. I know not how to answer them. I say,
Just let her
who
finish
knows
talking.
what they mean? They smile and go away in utter scorn. And you sit there smiling.
We done? Okay.
Rabindranath Tagore, 1910.
Right. So as you can see here, it looks like a very straightforward puzzle, except broked. It broked. So we've got to work our way around that. So one good thing to do is kind of just sit here and trace it with your fucking finger to work out what we should do. So we basically just got to work our way around the broken bit. Which I think will be something like this. Now let me just double check so that I'm not constantly running back and forth. We've got to go down a bit more. We can't just cross down. And then cut up. which I think might do it. No, I fucked it up. I fucked it! This puzzle's a lot easier when you don't try and rush it like I did. But this is good. This at least gets to show you how you reset things when you fuck it. There we go. And then that resets everything. Now, again, I've done this. This one gave me trouble, not because it's particularly hard, but because I refused to stop and double check that what I was doing was correct. And if I remember correctly, it was this way. Or was it? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Oh, no, it might have been. I think it was. Again, just going to go double check, make sure that this is kosher. That's correct. So I remember because I remember that to get it right, you have to curve around. Apologies if the frame rate's dipping a bit. I think my computer's giving me a little bit of trouble lately, so I'm gonna go through and optimize things on it and try and not make sure it's not fucked. I don't normally, you know, I can tell when it's the game's fault and not my computer's fault, and I really do think it's my computer being a bit dicky. I mean, I've had a good run on this computer. Yeah, then it's straight down, then curve back around. And that should be it. Let's see. There we go. And that opened up. See, there's another quote here, another bit, a little monologue, which I'm not going to bother on. But this is as far as I've gotten on the walkie mazes, because I haven't found the tutorial bits for the Tetris things. And my guess is you use the, you know, the line that you draw through the squares. You make these shapes. But this one I didn't work out last night, mainly because to get to the starting point, you got to step on this, and I'm not sure if maybe you can unlock that door first or what, but maybe not, because I guess this unlocks that door, but never quite worked it out. I need to find the tutorial area for these things just to get a good, just to make sure, absolutely sure I know what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, there's all these different areas for exploration and stuff. It's cool. And I'm going to find the other thing and then show you that. So give me a second. So this is a hedge maze. The idea of this hedge maze, there's several hedge mazes and they all kind of do different things. This one is you go through the hedge maze and basically then retrace your steps, which now I can't remember, so I'm just going to guess. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Hold on. Normally, once you've looked like what your first move is, you can feel it out a bit better. So we know that we go up here and then left, and then up, up, up to the second to last turn, and then it's squiggly squiggly. So we go left, then up, up, up to the second to last turn, and then squiggly squiggly. And there we go. I realised that what I said was gibberish, but it made sense in my head. And then there's this one, which is a bit different because it's more open. And how do we work this one out? Well, if we look at the grass, we can tell that, I think that's right, the grass is the dead ends. I think. To be honest, on this one, I guessed. But I think that's what it's supposed to represent. The next one I can tell you about, because the next one I worked out, and I felt quite clever for it, because I don't know why I even had the idea, but the next one is sound-based. You walk, and there's like soft sounds as you walk, and then if you go in the wrong direction, it makes crunchy sounds, which I thought was kind of a clever little thing. And I don't even know how that idea just popped into my head, but that's what happened. So, as you can see, the grass is kind of covering these areas here. So we go up and right, which we consider to be the correct course of action. And I think it's around and round, I think. There we go. Again, to be honest, I mostly guessed that one. But it's an easy one to guess. Most of them aren't easy to guess. So this is the sound-based one. You hear that? Oh my god, the frame rate has dropped like shit on this. I don't know what's up with the fucking thing. I don't know why this game, of all games, is running like shit for me. But anyway. You hear softy soft? Crunchy crunch. Softy soft. So there we are, we've walked the correct way. And I can't remember which way that was. But anyway, that's basically how that works. There we go. And that's The Witness. This one I haven't... I think this is where I got to... This is where I left things last night. And I realised... This is kind of an unconventional Squirty play, because normally I'll play a game and go in dark and work things out as I play. Which is entertaining and frustrating for everyone in equal measure. But with this game, I knew it wouldn't be good if I hadn't played it first. And just kind of done more of a kind of, not really a review, but just an oversight. So what I'm going to do is just, I guess, give a little reviewy opinion of it so far, which, you know, I'm still in the process of playing it. And I like it. I do like it. I think it's, you know, the art design is gorgeous. The puzzles get more and more clever as you go on. None of them feel insurmountable, which I like. I agree with what videogamer.com, what they were saying in their podcast. I think it was Tom Orry, who was like, you know, you don't have to, what was he said? You don't have to subscribe to Puzzle Monthly to get it. You don't have to be good at puzzle games per se. It's very much a case of, if you're stuck on something, you can either go look for another puzzle or take a break, and then when you come back to it, there's a good chance the solution will just be there for you. Nothing's too obscure, and if you're in an area where you don't get it, chances are you've missed something. You've rushed too far ahead. You've missed some easy puzzles that very subtly guide you and teach you how the puzzles work. And I think what really impresses me about The Witness so far is just how much variety they've got out of mazes. Like, when I played the game at first, for like the first half hour, I was like, well, this is just a kind of bunch of out-of-context puzzle. Like the open world and the puzzles aren't even connected. Like, you might as well just give me a sequence of mazes one after the other, rather than all this exploration. But as you see with the hedge mazes and the walkway, the glass walk panels, the game is more and more involves your own actions as the player character alongside the puzzles. And the world itself is just nicely designed, and it's fun to look at, you know. And the puzzles make it more than just a walking simulator. So I like it. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. I'm having a fun little time with it, and there are moments where I'm like, you know, these are some really clever little twists. So it's cool. It's very nicely designed, and I am you know, I've been having a good time with it. And that's The Witness. That's what I think about The Witness. I will aim to have a review of it sometime on thejinquisition.com once I've actually done a lot more of it, obviously. Might take me a while. I didn't get an early code. I'm not one of the important set anymore. Because I'm all indie and that, which is fine. Got that indie cred, innit? Just like Jonathan Blow, who I said I wouldn't mention again in the video, so fuck that, and I fucked it. Fuck! Anyway, it's good. It's good. I like puzzles, but after a few hours of them, I just want to shoot things again. So I'm basically everything that... I mean, I've already mentioned his name, so I'll do it again. Basically everything Jonathan Blow hates, because I like explosions. That's fine. He's a good boy, is Jonathan. He's a good lad. I once emailed him to ask him what colour t-shirt he was wearing. This was back when Braid had not long come out, and like stories about Blow were like huge. Stories about Jonathan Blow, not cocaine. That was the 80s, and they were huge. So people were reporting on everything he said, every little comment he made. So I emailed him and said, "What colour shirt are you wearing?" And he replied in answer and told me what colour he was wearing. And then I was working at Destructoid at the time and did a breaking news story about what colour shirt John Blow was wearing that day, which was fine satire. Ha 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 ha. Well memed. So that was good. So yeah, so he's all right. I make fun of him sometimes on the podcast and stuff because it's fun. And it's easy to do. But he's alright. And I just realised I really have spent a lot of time talking about him just then, as if he was the only one who made this game. But a whole bunch of people did. One of them was probably called Stan. And another one was called Phyllis. I've got no proof of that. In fact, I think I was just naming characters from The Office. I'm rambling. I should stop rambling. My back's killing me. It's still not... It's better, but it's taken its sweet fucking time healing up. Still, like, got muscle relaxers and things. So that's... If you're still here, by the way, well done. I mean, it's just a still screen now. While I'm just rambling. I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna go now. I'll be back later with another video. You know, I'll do something, and you can enjoy that for a minute. Why don't ya? I'll see you later. Bye. The Witness.